Hello, hello! I have found the secret to drawing a realistic rose, all on my own. Continuing from my last video, I studied the rose flower in detail. I found a secret. Watch the entire video and you will learn the simple secret to creating a lifelike rose. And this drawing is not it. I tried several sketches on any piece of paper or cardboard I could find. Here are just a few doodles of my practice. In my most recent last video, I said I would paint this rose, and here I am doing this. Because I'm concerned only about the shape of the rose and its petals, so I haven't bothered to match colors for this drawing. I tried to copy and follow the shapes of the petals and the rose line by line, just as I do in my portrait drawings. But what did I learn? Drawing by looking and following the patterns of the petals was not easy. What I mean is that following the exact details of each petal, how it's wrapping, how it's overlapping, intertwining, where it's coming from, where it's going, it's quite an eye, brain, and hand coordination exercise. And I think I have found a new way to improve focus and patience. And my new mantra is not just stop and smell the roses, but stop and smell and draw the roses. Back to this rose. What I'm doing here is running a wet brush over the pencil that I had done shading with, which is watercolor pencil. I have used these pencils in a couple of other videos and I love using them. They're so easy. But the pencils do not replace the traditional watercolors or gouache. They're good for defining lines or intricate patterns. This rose is in two shades. It must be genetically modified. It's a bit unusual. Just checking if it's dry yet. I want to rub off the original sketch. Oh no, it was not dry. Things are not always as they seem. Oh God. Patience, my dear, patience. Ah, a wounded rose. I'm going to say it was intentional. Might increase the value of my masterpiece. Do you agree? Oh well, hopefully you will learn from my mistake. Never mind, move on. I think I've done enough work on this rose now. Now I will share with you how to understand the rose and draw it easily. This is a sketch of a rose that I've made from my imagination and that I found much easier than to copy a rose. There are hundreds of varieties of roses and they have different shapes and number of petals and colors. I'm drawing this in a shape and look that we traditionally and commonly recognize as a rose. The realistic look lies in the uneven and imperfect folds of petals in such roses. The inside of the petals are softly curved. And because of its triangular or a heart-like shape, the outside bends in a wavy manner. While drawing, of course, it matters which angle you're watching the rose from. But first, it's important to understand how they are compiled and joined together. Let's draw a big rose one more time. And no, this is not a muffin that you eat. A rose is never so smooth and even, so the outside of the petals are wavy and inside a bit smooth. And shapes and the shading is what in the end makes a good drawing. So the next time you stop by a rose, do have a look and study the petals and the shapes. Also notice that the petals are not identical across a single rose. And they are not perfect, and that's what makes a rose beautiful. Give it a go. Final stage before another rose. Relax and enjoy the next 50 seconds.